right, welcome back live, Microsoft Build, on the 5th floor, the expo. This is where it's at, because this is where we corral beautiful people like this. All right, so all of you saw the Imagine Cup finals this morning and the World Championship, but did you know we had tens and thousands of student startups apply over the course of the entire last year, and we've got some of the runners-up here with us today. So what I would love for you to do is introduce yourself and the name of your project.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Karthik, and our project is called UpEase.
Perfect.
I'm 𝗦𝗲𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and I'm part of UpEase.
And I'm Raghav, and also I'm part of UpEase.
Perfect.
I'm Davi, and I'm from Weeg.
Hey, I'm 𝗦𝗲𝘀𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀, and we're a part of Adalat AI.
Awesome. All right, so I know these projects, so I'm going to act like I don't know about them, okay? Just for you. Now, your projects are just so impressive because you're not just using technology to build something random, like Uber for fresh fruit, looking at you, Silicon Valley, not to be mean, but you're actually using AI to solve real problems that you see in your countries and your communities. I think that's really impressive, and please keep that spirit throughout your careers and lives. Tell us just a quick 1-minute pitch about what your project is.
Yeah, so UpEase is a developer-first student information system. So the biggest advantage of UpEase is that it's an open framework which developers can use to extend its capabilities. Also, we use multimodal co-pilots which can be used to empower educators and students with actionable insights grounded in university data.
I love that, because modernizing education, which needs to happen all over the world, and this solution can be used in every country in the world with local data.
Yes.
All right. Next, actually, you got a mic. Yeah.
So Weeg aims to bridge the digital gap by using AI to bring quality education to isolated communities that don't have access to internet. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and you know what's really important about this? That's much of the world. And I feel like there's so much we could do with small language models running on mobile devices, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And this problem you're tackling can apply, again, to so many places in the world. So I love that. And then you?
Right, hi, we're Adalat AI. We're a legal tech startup that builds AI solutions for justice systems to help reduce judicial delays and backlogs in courtrooms in India and developing countries and improve access to justice.
I love that, because you're democratizing, I can't say the word, access to legal care, which not everyone has access to. And often it's so skewed and so biased, right? Again, that's a thing in the US, that's a thing in India, it's all over the world. All right. So what are some things that you all found interesting while working on these projects?
The pace of development of AI, especially Microsoft Copilot and other generative AI experiences, like just a week back, we had GPT-4o come out.
Yeah.
So we literally implemented it the next day in our Copilot, and we saw a dramatic change. So the significant evolution of generative AI experience is what really excites me in my own startup, UpEase. And what we are doing here at UpEase is to use these technologies to really improve academic welfare for universities all around the world.
No, 4.0 is magical for you, because now all that multimodal, you could do like voice input, video input, et cetera, versus like typing all the time.
Yes.
And that, I think, is it's an equity thing, because not everyone has that kind of literacy, but most people can speak.
It's also really good at marginalized languages, like, for example, minority languages.
Okay, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really good actually at that.
That's very interesting. What about you? What's been interesting about this journey that you've been on?
Yeah, so I think in our project, the most interesting thing is we are creating an infrastructure that is optimized for AI.
Yeah.
So it's analogous to an internet infrastructure, but not really. So we have to think from ground up what it would mean to have an AI internet.
Yeah.
So I think that's like one of the coolest parts of it. And it also extends to stuff like UX and UI, especially because we're bringing it to isolated communities. So we need to understand how we create a UX and UI for someone who never had contact with internet. Yeah.
And that's such an interesting problem, because how do you design a UX for someone who's never seen a screen, right? We can't say like, oh, log in. With what?
What is login?
What is login?
What is the airplane mode?
Forward. Submit, error.
Exactly.
What are these words? So we have to design something intensely human,
Yeah.
And again, I think GPT-4o could be interesting.
Yeah.
Because voice-based is more natural for these sorts of scenarios. I don't think voice is relevant for all the time, but sometimes it makes sense.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
All right, and what did you learn? That was interesting.
Well, I think there's nowadays a lot of the focus is on generative AI, understandably, but
Yes.
in the legal context, there are
Yes.
limitations of using
Yes.
it because
Yes.
of hallucinations and issues like that. I think we aren't talking enough of the non-generative AI stuff.
Yes.
So our core model is a speech-to-text model, which helps become a co-pilot to judges and stenographers, because in
Yes.
a courtroom, everything has to be written down.
Right.
And the gains there add huge value add in terms of productivity and just times taken to resolve cases, that I think we should talk a lot more about the non-Gen AI stuff, which is also unleashing a lot of productivity in the world.
You're absolutely right, because AI has been around for 50-something years, and the way we act, it was invented 2 years ago. But predictive AI has been around a long time, and it's a lot more predictable, and it's also a lot lower cost, like train and use, etc. All right, so real quick, 10 seconds each. Homework for the audience. Next gen Imagine Cup people.
I'd like you guys to read up about the semantic kernel, which is what powers our Copilot.
I like
It's
that.
great.
Next.
Check out the speech-to-text revolution that's happening. The error rates have gone down even for multiple minority languages, and a lot of productivity is going to come out of that.
Then you?
Yeah, and I would say let's think of people who don't have the same privilege as us, and let's always try to use technology to help them out.
These are the themes of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you.